Join us on the last Friday of every month at Marriott Ikeja Hotel, Lagos, Nigeria, with just 120,000 naira for this 10-hour value-packed workshop. What are you waiting for? For more information, call or text 0909 000 888 Be there.
Welcome back. Let's get into it. Ezekiel Sholatsi is here again, like you heard last week. I mean, back to back each week, it's always fire to have you on the show. So, what are the critical factors or critical success factors for a business?
Yeah, so for a business, I mean, there are quite a number of things. A business needs to figure out how to save money, how to operate properly. But if you really ask what every entrepreneur is trying to do, they're trying to figure out how to make more money. Right? And so when we think out a business making more money, then one person is at the center of that, the customer or the client or whatever it is. So when we teach critical success factors, what we're trying to teach is what are the exact things that would make more customers or more quality customers buy the product or service that we're offering. Right? And so when you think about it, there are essentially just two major things. Now, this is assuming that your product is foolproof. Your product is great, it's amazing, it would solve a real problem, and the problem exists, and the likes, right? Now, once all of that is settled, and for most businesses, that's pretty much settled. Then we now have to, the two critical success factors is then, number one, understanding who my ideal customer is, and two, understanding where best to find them. All right. So the first one is I need to understand who my ideal customer is. You know, because for example, if I run a food business, right? Food business exists at different levels.
That's right.
If I'm hungry and I have 500 naira, I'll go to my.
You know where to go,
right? If I have 1,005, there's somewhere else I could go. If I have 10,000, somewhere else I could go. There's 200,000. It's at different levels. There's even a top level where I was somewhere with like a top executive, and he was asking me if I've tasted blue tuna before. You know, and blue tuna is a $3.2 million fish. You know, so the person who's selling blue tuna is not looking for the person who wants to buy from Mama Put.
That's right.
Exactly. So it means that the person who's selling blue tuna needs to be able to identify where are my blue tuna customers, right? And then secondly would then be where best can I meet them? Because if I want to meet them, I need to meet them at a place where I would be able to ascertain that they are my best customers. A perfect example is this. If you take, say, a dental practice, right? I was talking to a dentist just before I came in here. So if you take a dental practice, say a dental, place, if the critical success factor for a dental practice is everything that they do to get a person to walk into the dental practice. Because when somebody walks into that dental practice, three things are true. Number one, it doesn't have a dental place that he goes to. Because if he has a place, he'll go there. And if he doesn't have a dental place that he go to, two, he probably hasn't seen a dentist in a while. If he doesn't have a place and he hasn't seen a dentist in a while, three, he probably has problems. Right? That's why he's here. So everything that we must do must be to be able to get people to come to that place. So as a business, first, and where I find is that most businesses are not very clear as to who the people they should be looking for is. They are very, they play an optimistic game in that place. So if you package for, a fast food, you shouldn't expect somebody who wants fine dining to come. But what we do is that we organize our business like fast food, and we expect somebody who wants fine dining to come, right? So we are a bit optimistic. Don't be optimistic in your approach to attract a client. Be realistic. Ask yourself, the way I'm set up, who can I attract? And if who I can attract isn't who I want, how can I set up for the person that I want, right? Because the customer does not give a damn about your dreams, your vision. The customer doesn't even care about your aspiration. The customer is bringing his or her money and expects to get the maximum value for that amount of money. Right. And so what will happen is that based on what they can afford, they would go to where they think they'll get the maximum value. If somebody, for example, pays for a first class ticket in a flight, the person doesn't want to get into your first class cabin and it looks like an economy cabin.
That's right.
They have no desire for your lack of, or the fact that you're still coming up. If you ask me to pay first class,
give me first class.
Give me first class, right? And so you also don't design an economy class and then sell it as first class because you are hopeful that you will grow big one day.
That's right.
Right?
Wow.
So as a business, you need to be clear. You need to be very clear as to where we are. So one of the things that we do in class is that we talk to businesses and say, look, let's do an analysis of who your business is attracting now. Right? Then we can talk about who do we want to attract.
Yeah.
Then we can now find, okay, what's the journey between here and there? But first you have to be clear. Who is my business attracting now? And it doesn't mean that you can't make money, because in Nigeria, a lot of people think that, to make big money, my product must be expensive.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't always work that way. I'll give you an instance. Bugatti, Maserati, Porsche, all of these cars, they are owned by Volkswagen.
Same guy.
I mean, the next time you're driving a Bugatti and you see a Volkswagen, that's your uncle. They're owned by Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Now, why is that the case? So if take Bugatti, for example, it's a $3.2 million car. Now, because of the luxury and exclusivity that they have created, they cannot necessarily be extremely profitable. Because if a Bugatti creates a car, they can only create maybe 40 of it. So if you sell 40 at $3.2 million, you're probably raising $150 million in revenue. And that's all you can sell in that model.
Yep.
But a Volkswagen can sell something for $2,000 and can sell $1 billion of it.
That's right.
Right. So why I said that is it great to create to have a Bugatti? Yes. Is it great to have a Volkswagen? Yes. From a business perspective, right? The amount of money that you make or how big your business grow is not dependent on whether people are paying you a lot of money or low money. It's just dependent on whether you are clear about who you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then you can maximize the relationship with that client as much as possible. It's not, so many people don't have to increase their price to be able to do well in their business. They just need to organize who are we talking to. And if you want to increase your price, okay. But you can't increase your price and not increase the value. Right? Because once you do that, people would come in, pay you the first time and they run away.
That's right.
So the first thing is, who's my customer? Factually, who am I attracting right now?
Yeah.
Then two, where can I best find them?
Wow. I mean, that's like a full masterclass indeed. If you're listening, if I were you, I won't miss any of these segments week in, week out. You just come in here, take notes, and improve your business. It's about giving value. It's about helping you. Because if we have striving businesses or thriving businesses, we equally would, impact our society in a positive way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people calling, complaining, government this and that. If you can find a way of taking advantage of what you have. For example, I want you to comment on these quickly because we need to run. It has to do with a number. When you say we have population, Lagos, a lot of people, Lagos, in Nigeria generally, but Lagos specifically, people, do you think a lot of people use that very, very well? Because that means that you have whatever it is you are into, you are sure that there are people who can buy into it.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're selling merchandise or idea, whatever it is, you are sure that people can buy into it. Is that also an advantage, and how can we use it?
Yeah, it's an advantage. The number, in fact, the reason why China is a big economy is because they have numbers. The reason why Nigeria has the potential is because we have numbers.
That's right.
But here's the problem. The problem is that, what it takes to take advantage of the numbers is building a system. So we tell people that money is made. Money is an exchange of goods and service. So if you solve a problem, you make money, right?
That's right.
But what we don't tell people is that more money is a product of building a system of solving problems. So I'll give you an instance. If I sell my phone for a million naira, for example, right? And then I decide that, okay, I want to make $1 billion naira. That means I need to sell 1,000 of this. Yeah. To sell 1,000 of this, I need a different strategy than if I want to just sell 10.
That's right.
I could sell 10 one-on-one, but if I want to sell 1,000, now I need a store.
That's
now
right.
I need to import. Now I need to be selling to people who are selling to people.
That's right.
Right? So then I need to build a system. So the population is good, but to take advantage of it, you need to have a proper system.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel Sholesi, for speaking with us again. How can they find more information on social media?
So they can find us at LimSimple, at LIMB Simple. And also, if you have any question as to identifying your customer, again, send a message to 090 9000
sponsor, and then we'll run away from here. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is often said that knowledge is power, right? No, the execution of knowledge, that is the real power. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Limp Simple Strategy Factory.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM.